Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the StarLadder Asia Qualifiers. This should be a pretty interesting matchup here today. I'm looking forward to it, to say the least, and I get to learn a little bit more about some Asian Counter-Strike, which is not something I've specifically seen too much of recently, so hopefully it's going to be a good showing from them. Either way, we will be going into this one fairly shortly. We got a little bit of a pause on the screen so I can try and bring up these lovely little map stats things, which seem to pop up. That one has nothing to it, so wow, that's unfortunate. That's wonderful, isn't it? I don't know why that doesn't work, but hey, that's all I can really say. It doesn't work. Just got to cry about that one and move on. And I might be able to wait. Let me see if I can find the actual link thing and try and fix that just while we're in a pause. I don't really know too much. Oh, never mind. Never mind. We're into the game. So yeah, this is going to be our pistol round. In with Lucid Dream versus New4. Obviously both teams already losing. This is our elimination matchup. One of these teams at this point will be out, and already it's not the best of starts. Lots of damage done by Frankie and Wanna Fly, trading things back. CT's looking to push back in here, and Just Cause has found one. I'm only thinking of the video game when I see his name, but well, the CT side are doing great work, and it's all left on to Misery, and that's what he's in right now. As he's got so many players left to find, and I don't even know where he's shooting at that point. Aiming at the players above, bomb gets defused, and it will be a decent start coming out from Lucid Dream, winning themselves the pistol. Bit of investment. Obviously the bomb going down for New4, so they're going to be in a pretty good state in terms of money in the next round, and that means that Lucid Dream here, they want to keep as many players alive as humanly possible. I'm interested to see where all the flashes will go. It may just get them on towards the B site, which would definitely be helpful for them to get an extra bomb plant, maybe allow them an AWP. It's only really going to be Leaf Mercy. Wow, some of these names are damn interesting. You got Niffy, who's Nifty's younger brother, obviously, for anybody who didn't know. Although that's a lie. You got Just Cause. I wonder if he's named after the video game, or if he just has a cause. If he's not, then I think that's even weirder. There we go. Pushing towards the site. A little bit of help along the way as Misery kills himself, which definitely isn't the best start. And while it's going to be a simplistic cleanup in the end for the CT side, they don't lose any players, which is absolutely perfect. You got the new pretty little scoreboard. Oh, you can even see who all the spectators are. I knew you could always see two, but you can never. I don't think you could see who if there was a third one. Wait, great start already. Niffy's going to kick things off. This is the buy round, of course. This is where all that money comes into play for the T side, the money that they managed to make off the bomb plant. Patient play now from the T side, hoping to try and find some way actually back into this round, but thus far, not really much being given to them. Nice shot from Misery though, that will be the opener. Zendi goes down and leaves it back into a 4 versus 4. A minute left on the clock, and the T's looking to actually just switch it back rotate their position around. However, it's not going too well as already they actually lose another. Was that all the way? That was all the way from Ivy. MP9. Bring that weapon in more. Gotta love ourselves a little bit of MP9 action. But, oh, 40 seconds left now. The T's look to push back in towards the site. Man up above there got to watch out for. Want to fly. He's just going to be ready and waiting. Too many players to shoot out to the T side as they do manage to trade one back. But now the clock starts to tick against them. Nice frame. Frankie only manages one. It's going to left into the 1 versus 1. The bomb dropped, so it will have to be retrieved. And Zinkao Wow running. He's going to be caught out. The MP9 doing bits in this round. 3 kills for Lucid Dream. Nice joke, Caster. Thank you. I try very hard. What is that name? How on earth do I say that? Nina? I feel like he sounds a bit like a... Oh. Yeah, that was an easy kill. It sounds like if you've slightly broken like a fire engine and instead of Nina, it's going Nina, Nina. There you go, there's another awful joke. I hope you enjoy that one. Leaf Mercy. Gonna find another. CT side have been pretty good in these Anticos so far. Obviously, it's very early days. Well, normally what you give props over to the Asian teams for is just their impeccable aim. But let's see if that carries over onto the Deagle. I know there's some pretty hefty Deagle players. That's not a bad shot from Frankie. Giving it away, obviously, because Zende was so close to him. Or Zendi. He managed to retrieve a rifle at least. A decent position from Niffy. I think he spotted the cross as well, so Wanna Fly is going to be more than aware. There's opponents up close. Well, eventually they're going to clean things up. Lucid Dream 4-0 up. See, this is actually the map pick of New4, and a strong start for the CT side can be pretty damn difficult to come back from. That's one of the things about this map that's fairly horrific, is once the money starts to build up for the CT side, it can be very difficult to break it again. And it can be very difficult to actually get yourself back onto the board, but this is where they're going to make that effort. AK's full utility, the best buy we've seen by miles from New4 so far. A little bit of a peek. And they're actually going to find the opening kill. Just Cause is the man with a lot of players coming in his direction. Unfortunately, won't have himself a grappling hook in this situation. Wanna Fly going to be in a decent position to actually get off a crossfire here. Now, there's a lot of utility here for the T side, but they're just going to be trying to flash themselves out. Simplistic kill for Wanna Fly, and while the push continues, and Hypnotizing is more than just confused to the way he died there. Franke will fall, and yeah, this is just looking too simplistic at the moment for Lucid Dream. Hey, Prom. How's it going? Oh my god, you got some nice joke. Jesus. Gold Noble 1 Cat. Is that is not his actual name? Let's call him GN. Numbers a budget Vince. Maybe in the way I look. Then again, to be honest, I'd take that as a compliment. I think Vince is one of my favorite casters, if not the. So, hey, I'll take it. Leaf Mercy. Already finding one. T's managing to get towards the site, but Wanna Fly does damage. Still going to be trades back. They're doing more damage with the pistol this time. Oh, Hypnotizing eventually gets another. Zendi trying to do the dance of death, and while Misery, he is in a horrible spot here. Got players from both angles, sort of has to take the fight there and won't be able to find it. It is going to be another onto the board. for the CT side. 6-0 up already. Time. Much more of a smoke execute coming in. Nifi will be kicking things off, finding the opener for his team, and Wanna has already caught another of the T's. They try to fall back to basics, but, well, they're seeming basic at the moment. They're just losing fight after fight after fight and leaving it all onto Frankie once again. As is AWP, but needs some individual duels here, and he's even handed one, but can't connect the shots. Gets the second, should be dead here, and, well, Zendi will finish him off in the end. 7-0. Lucid Dream continue their run of terror. I'm wondering if New4 may need a few new players, because they're getting destroyed at the moment. Obviously, this is the elimination match in the very first stage of this Asian qualifier. It does run for a week, so you will get a week of me casting. Aren't you excited? Play like a gold Nova 4. That's probably true. Already, the two openers going the way of the CT side. Do get one back in return for the T's, but the fact is they've just gone into force buy mode. Don't have much utility to play with and have a lot left to do. Oh, his name's Tanking. Oh, I've just got what you were saying. I was like, what are you guys on about? But now I get it. He's written his name backwards because he's one of those guys. You know, the edgy ones. Guys, I wrote my name backwards. I'm really cool. Just Cause. Picks up another, and what? Wanna doesn't get a couple of kills easier than that. Both players left in the open, and 8-0. Oh, yeah, no, do you know what? You wouldn't say anything to me at LAN. I do wear the freshest clothes, and I eat the chillest restaurant. And I do... Well, I hang out with Hugo, and that is definitely one of the hottest dudes. So, you are definitely correct. Once again, T-side just going to continue the investment. It is going very badly, so you can understand why. They're going to try and brute force themselves around, and then, well, work from there. Fish going to come in towards the B side. Leave Mercy will get the Molotov down, but they're going to go pushing straight through it. However, the trade is available from Nifi, and can he get the second? Not quite. Won't be able to dunk the other player. Actually, Frankie's caught one more, so maybe the first round on the board for the T side. They're in a decent position here. He's playing those more passive positions, though. There's only one man actually aggressive here. That's going to be in the form of tanking. And while he's tanking no one, he falls straight to the floor, and one by one they all fall. It's left onto Misery. Has managed to catch the first, but they know exactly where he is, and Nifi's just going to be holding the angle. He needs to hit this shot, and well, he's not going to be able to, even without a kit. I don't know why he doesn't have a kit at this point, but let's move on from that. 9-0. And yes, you are correct. This is the pick of New4. Get a bomb plant, so that secures them a buy at least. Question is, can they do anything in this round? It has been a miserable time for Misery and Co. Haha, bet that joke's never been made before. So there we go, an opener. Wanna fly, it's gonna fall. This team just sets you up for puns. They haven't been able to say hypnotizing too much because Like, that's the thing. It's the perfect name for, like, a clutch. But that was hypnotizing. But he has 3 kills. It's not very, well, it's not going very well. But they've got the opening kill into this round at least. Minute left on the clock as they look to try and take control over towards Ivy. Have a couple of players waiting back to sort of split in afterwards, hold off any flanks, hold off any aggression from the CT side. Well placed. Although the problem hasn't been their positioning, I would say it's just the fact that they're losing nearly every single duel. Zendi up above. The window actually saves his opponent here. Niffy from behind catches one, a second as well. Will eventually fall. The flank's a little bit late, and well, somehow this is working for the T's. It's left all onto Leaf versus Misery. 52 HP, a definite advantage here for the T player. But look at the read from Leaf. That was impeccable. Somebody check this guy's screen. You would always think he was able to see through something there, because he read that flawlessly. I'm not saying he is. Not saying he is.
Not saying he is.
I feel like it's crazy nowadays. They have to clarify that. So, wow, that was an incredible play. Walls. No. Wall back. What? No. I'm just saying it was pretty good. For the first time in 10 rounds, I believe, we're about to see, well, other than round 2, we're seeing a half buy. They're going to save a bit of cash. Maybe go for an AWP. Feel like it's a little bit too late. And also, tactical pauses, guys. Do you have tactical pauses? Either way, well, this is looking like more of the same. An absolute slaughter as 2 burn down. The flames are strong, and while Lucid Dream are even stronger. Woo! This is, I would, see, if the odds were working here, I would bring them up, and I'm just gonna go ahead, and say that they're probably quite heavily in the favor of Lucid Dream. Now, you can head over to GG Bet. I'm gonna give them a plug just because their little odds thing isn't working for me. So, yeah. And, yeah, if you think that New4 could bring this back, you can bet on them, but I would say that you might have a screw loose, because they are getting destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. I was going to use a different word there, but I can't use that on stream. Either way. A little bit of a split. Niffy is pretty low. Niffy's feeling a little bit iffy. We've got someone joining. We got a new spectator. 5E role SVIP. I'm going to miss out all of the characters that I can't read, which is due to my ignorance. We'll see an entry coming in from Hypnotizing. Trade back, but it's gone into a 2 versus 2 here. I feel like a lot of it's going to come in onto this kill from Zendi. Now, the T's have to go back and retrieve the bomb. We start to see a little bit of aggression come out from Niffy now. Oh, Niffy now. That sounds horrible. Feeling a bit Niffy now. T-side. To just rotate back, and there's Zendi waiting patiently. A simple kill for him. Almost runs into the wall, but, you know, he's fine. And now, Frank are going to be left alone. Flank coming in from Niffy. A lot of this going to come down to timing, and well, the timing definitely in the favor of Lucid Dream. 12-0. A bomb plant again will give some extra money over towards the T side, but at this point, well, you know, this is the closest 10-0 you've ever seen. Well, it hit 12-0 now. Well, New4, their map choice is, it's not going too good. It's not going too good. That's the nicest way I can say that, if I'm being real. T-side once again going to try and challenge in towards Ivy. I just haven't been getting, like, the thing is, I feel like maybe picking just a round onto the board could at least kickstart something. Maybe a strong individual play could get them going, but at the moment, it's just everything goes the way in all of these clutch situations. And then normally that's followed up by Lucid Dream getting a clean round. I've only said Zico wow once. And I said it Zakao wow, so that says it all. Like, I haven't actually had to say some of the names. Like, tanking, I've also said once, because he only had 2 kills. Like, just even individually, they're looking flat. Frankie's had a few moments which have brought them close in rounds, but the fact is they haven't managed a single one. Slobber knockered. That is actually the exact word I was looking for. They're getting absolutely slobber knockered. T side. Once again, they're going to go fast in towards this B side. Only one defender and make that none. Rotation will come back in from Just Cause. Got to be careful, though, because Misery's in a great position to just flank in and ruin their day. Now, positionally, this is the best spot we've seen New4 in the whole map. The whole map. This is the best position they've seen. If they lose this round, something goes atrociously wrong. The fact is the CTs are even helping them out by shooting a few of their own teammates. Yeah, there's absolutely no hope for them here. Also, the rounds have been reasonably close a lot of the time, so the CT side, well, when you've won 12 rounds in a row, I expect to see 10,000 plus in the bank. So it kind of states that some of these rounds have been closer than suggested. Oh, wow. There we go. 12-1. They're on the board. A round of applause, please, for New4, as they have entered the scoreline in round 13. But, hey, they actually have a decent chance of getting 3, which sounds pretty depressing, but it's definitely better than 0. I know, groundbreaking stuff here, guys. I've just worked out that 3 is a bigger number than 0, but it would give them some hope. Double up setup in for the CT side. I'm going to be finding that opener. Zico, wow. Will be there. Can you show the pings? Between 40 and 65. And actually, it's Lucid Dream with the higher ping, so there's no excuses there for New4. Oh, Fack, do it. Oh, actually, I think he hits the tag there. Did he hit tag onto both of them? Both players a little bit hurt. Was there a different one? I think, no, it was a different one. Never mind. Misery does take a hit, though. Oh, what the plan is there? Are they going to do the little drop down into pop? Minute left on the clock. New4, hell of a lot of utility left. Could easily go for a full execution here. Zendi trying to spot somebody over towards that aim in position. As they do come pushing in, the closest man is going to be Wannafly. He is going to peek out. Only manages to get himself one. The trade's coming back from his CT side. They come a fairly big advantage here. Just going to be coming back in from Niffy, who catches off another one. Oh, this is laggy. What's going on here? Peek back in from Niffy again. We'll catch one more. Leaving it all onto one. Frankie with that AWP. He's been fairly good so far. A second kill comes in from him, but Niffy's in the flank. He always seems to be in the flank. This man is 19 and 7 at the moment. Slobber knocked. Oh, you've upgraded it. I don't know. Slobber knocked sounds better. There's a short-lived entry to the scoreboard. Luckily, the T's do have a little bit of bonus cash saved. However, I don't think this is going to be, well, saving them in this map. Obviously, I believe our schedule was a little bit behind, so Lucid Dream have decided they want to speed this one up a bit. Rude caster. Maybe a little bit. Rude or honest? That's the way you got to look at it. Aggression will come in already. Just Cause is going to kick things off with the opener. T's, well, hey, positivity. They at least got one. As we worked out earlier, 1 is better than 0. It's also worse than every other number that you can possibly get. But let's focus on the positives here. We're optimists in the Counter-Strike scene. Never met anybody in CS who's pessimistic. Or sarcastic. Minute left on the clock. Again, the T's. They seem to be waiting for the CTs to come to them. And the fact is, even when they are waiting, the CTs will still go to them and still win the battles. They're just being outplayed in every form. It's left all onto Zico. Wow. And well, he is going to have to wow the crowd if he's going to manage to bring this one back. It is not happening. 14-1. Woo! Can safely say that at the moment, New4 are getting slapped around. This is their map choice. They picked Train. They were like, you know what, guys? I'm feeling pretty confident at Train at the moment. And, yeah. I was going to check that. Because that... Oh, yeah. And then Lucid Dream have picked Overpass. Final map is Mirage. If we get there. If it's anything like this in the second map. Like, this is... See, this is always the thing, though. It's like, you're like, oh, this is their choice. That means they're probably going to get even worse on Overpass. And it never is the case. I wouldn't even be surprised if New4 somehow win Overpass. And you just sort of sit there and going, what has happened in this veto? But either way, the Rush B, don't stop, the CIS, classic strat. There's one man left to defend it, and... Oh, it's Misery. He manages to find the opener. Now, the one will be going down, but we saw that in the previous, and... Well, retaking this B-site, one of the easier in the game. The thing that changed about this map was the sort of aggressive nature of the way the T's played it. But the fact is they haven't done this. They've sat passive. This is old style Train. And, well, this is always very easy to retake. Leaf Mercy can be coming in on a hot flank. But it's not so hot after all. It's going to have to be Wanna-Fly to do everything here. And, well, it ain't happening. Francape will take his head off. A second round for New4. As they kick off their CT side. You never know. Maybe in Asian CS it's a lot more CT sided. I have to say I haven't watched either of these two teams play ever. So I can't say I am deeply knowledgeable. So there'll be some of you guys in the chat who's going, oh, he doesn't know this. You are correct. And like some of you guys had to teach me how to say tanking. Because I thought it was Gnenat. Good old Gnenat. But here we go. T-side, they're looking for a bomb plant. Zico, wow. Well, he's going to be lagging a little bit. Well, it's going to be the quick trades. Not bad for the T-side to do a little bit of damage here, but that will be all. A very small amount of damage achieved. And looking a little bit problematic at the moment, to say the least. T's will be coming in with their buy. This is a best of 3. For anybody wondering. CT side. Definitely winning the utility department, but I have to say, although they've had some smoke setups, the utility usage from New4 hasn't been anything so particularly impressive. It's mainly just come down to Angels in this matchup, and, well, I think you can tell by the scoreline that Lucid Dream have definitely been winning those Angels. Hypnotizing, attempting a few wall bangs. There's no one there. Obviously, he can't know that. If he did, then, well, I'd hope that he'd be caught out. The T's playing very slowly indeed. Maybe expecting some level of aggression. They're going to go pushing in towards this B site. Couple of players waiting for them. One of them Misery. Already going to find that opening kill. No trade to be had just yet. And actually tanking steps up with him. Eventually the T's will get themselves one. Lucid needs this kill to give them a chance in this round. Now Just Cause is left without much of a cause to fight behind. He's got 3 players to find in New4. Well, they've hit 4. 14-4. Still a long, long, long road back. 16-14 incoming. Who knows? Who knows? Well, I think most people, but it's alright to be a believer. I've seen this in the past where, especially with some of these lower tier Asian teams, some of the T sides are utterly atrocious. Because, as said, they're just, a lot of them are highly skilled aimers, and the ones that's holding the angle is normally the one to win, but... You never know. Maybe New4, they were just waiting for the CT side. That's all they needed. They needed 1 round. Misery, while blazing. will be checked, and they are going to get themselves at least 1 kill as the bomb will go down. Something at least for the T side to fight behind, but the chances of them winning this are slim to none. And, well, Lucid Dream left with just Niffy alone. A couple of kills on a bomb plant, not too bad for what this round was, although they're not going to be doing a huge amount of damage over onto the other side. It will at least bolster their economy a little bit. Here we go. AK-47s across the board. Utility in hand as well. This is where you expect a bit of a step up from the T side, who've been quiet so far. Oh, well, in the second half. A little bit of aggression going to be coming in. Pop push out to the corner, and well, hypnotizing, had no idea his opponent was ready and waiting. And the T's are actually going to opt to execute off of this. Tanking on the site itself, and a little bit of aggression is coming from Frankie. He's got to be careful here because they're just going to be rounding the corner, and an easy execution of him as well. The CT side looking like they're in trouble as Tanking is the only one left anywhere near the action. He is doing work at the moment. Find himself a couple of kills and looks to rotate back around. He's got a chance for more, but can't quite tank enough. And it's left onto Misery. He needs to try and save his team. Manages a first, but is tagged so ridiculously low. I wonder if he'll just opt to actually save here. The CT side, well, the rest of the players can buy. He's going to be the one that would be left without a weapon. He'll look to try and fight back. He doesn't have a kit, so I don't really know what he's going to be attempting here. Well, eventually we'll just have to opt to fade out of the round. Zendi surviving on 1 HP. Well, this is now what could be the beginning of the end. 15 to 5. Double AWP setup is going to be purchased in from the CT side. They can do whatever they want here. They are going to be fighting every round tooth and nail from here on out. Leaf will have an AWP of his own, but he's got a very delayed push if he was going to go towards A main, so instead we'll just opt to look for any aggression over towards B, which is coming, but actually playing a much closer angle than they may expect. Now, there's plenty of T's waiting here. If Misery goes peeking around that angle, he's dead for sure. It's just how many he could actually take with him. He is going to make a step. I wonder if they'll go hunting for him here. Incendiary going to go out. Nice first kill from Misery. Looking to just hold down the fort until his teammates get hit. Well positioned, but loses his life anyway. Will be a trade back. Another one coming in from Leaf. Leaves it into a 3v3. And it comes down to an after plant position once again. However, again, they're sort of in these passive spots, which in the past never used to work. Zendi is the one aggressive, and he's dead within seconds as the rotation comes in. They've got an incendiary for the bomb, but there's a smoke and a kit. This should not be possible. Tanking will be able to remove the remaining man, and New4 bounce back straight away after the one-round victory. Yes, okay, they have to win 9 in a row from here on out to even stand a chance, but the fact is, they've at least kicked things off well. Either way, T-side, they have a quote-unquote buy. There's going to be some aggression coming in here. Just Cause left with just a Mac Daddy. That's not a good shot. Missed from Frankie and want to fly with just the CZ. I say just the CZ. Just probably the best weapon in the game in terms of price versus effectiveness. Well, Oh, the return of aggression from tanking is going to leave them 2 men down here. Double AWP set up on the T side, but only because of the retrieval of 1. Wow, you can see the T's. This is just smart. They've found the openers. They've fallen back into more of a default. Oh, the timing. Just Cause gets absolutely wrecked, but they know where one of the remaining CT players are. They're going to go pushing in, and Hypnotizing has caught another. This could still work out for the CT side. Such a huge advantage for the T's. Slipping away, but WannaFly gets it first. Can't find the second, but they know exactly where Hypnotizing is. That's an interesting nade, but does actually do a little bit of damage. I'm not really sure how, and he catches Zendi as he looks to push away. It's left all onto Leaf. Has his AWP. He's going to be coming out. Bomb's tapped. He's not falling for any. He's just going to go back, find one more in the second as well. He'll end it right there. It is going to be map number 1 done and dusted, as it is a dominating performance for Lucid Dream. We'll be back in the second map in just a moment.
Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.